Okay, students, will learn today about probability. This is a very interesting, maths. Sometimes we are playing Ludo and all, and we are throwing a die. So what is the possibility to get that six or any number? How will you come to know? Through this study. So this particular lesson, if you learn, you are tossing some coin, two coins simultaneously, and what is the possibility of getting both the head or both the tail? These all things this subject will tell you. So what is called probability? Probability is it's a study under some set of conditions, and what are the event happening, what are the things happening is called probability. So to learn probability, we should know the definition of probability. Definition of probability is the study of something to happen or some events to occur under some condition given to you. That is called probability. Now to learn this subject, we are supposed to know some of the important terms. The important terms are chance. What do you understand by chance? It is the probability or something, something to happen. Chance is, by the word itself, it means something to happen. What is the chance of getting hit? What is the possibility of getting hit? That's called chance. Now experiment, outcome, and event. Experiment. To get 6, the outcome. See, when you are throwing a die, what are the things can happen? It can come 1, it can come 2, it can come 3, it can come 4, it can come 5, it can come 6, isn't it? So these all are the outcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the outcome, and the procedure of doing that is called experiment. And event is what it is all possible outcome together is called event. Could you understand me? Now random experiment is what? Random experiment means when you are finding 2 or more outcomes, that time it is called 2 or more outcomes, then that time it is called random experiment. And trial is the process of conducting random experiment is called trial. Then important aspects, the probability scale. Probability scale in the sense, probability will be always, the answer of probability will be 0 to 1. All the proper fraction, it can be 0 and it can be 1 also, but not more than 1 nor lesser than 0. Probability scale always will be 0 to 1. How? I will tell you. Before that you learn, sure event will be 1. Suppose you are tossing a coin. See, either head or tail will be always sure, isn't it? A coin will have 2 sides. One side is head, another side is tail. Therefore, head or tail will be always there. That is a sure event. Suppose you are throwing a die, and then you are asked, what is the probability of getting an integer less than 7? Integer less than 7 will definitely occur when you are throwing a die. That is called the possible sure event. Could you understand this sure event? That has to happen. Could you understand? And what is called impossible event? You are throwing the die and you are asking the integer more than 6. Can you get it throwing a die? Because the die is having all the 6 side number 1 to 6. So there is no chances of getting more than 6 an integer. Could you understand me? So that is called impossible event. Probability of sure event always will be 1. Why? If I see you, throwing a die, possibility of getting all the positive integer lesser than 7, it is sure event. So it will be, number of outcomes will be what? Number of outcome will be 6, because it can come 1, it can come 2, it can come 3, it can come 4, it can come 5, it can come 6. So number of possible outcome will be how much? 6, and total outcome is how much? That is also 6. So 6 by 6 is equal to 1. So for the sure event, probability always will be 1, and for the impossible event, number of outcome will be what? Number of possible outcome will not be there, therefore it will be 0. Could you understand me? Example will be better. I have then I will conclude a formula. Formula for probabilities. You remember this formula, all the sums of this exercise will be very easy, and you will get the conception of probability. That is, probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes for the event. You are doing some experiment that altogether the experiment is called event. That favorable outcome means what do you want? You want head, that is the favorable outcome. You want tail, that is the probable outcome. Out of that, in a box there are 3 color ball, red, blue and green. Your choice is red. So that is your favorable outcome. Could you understand me? Now total number of possible outcome is what? If you are having 3 ball, then total number of possible outcome will be of course 3. Isn't it? So probability will be, getting red ball will be favorable outcome, that is red, that is 1, and number of total outcome is 3, 1 by 3. Could you understand me? With one example I will take, which will make you very easy on the subject. You need to understand this formula, and you need to understand what is called outcome and total outcome. Favorable outcome is what? What is you expect, your expectation. What do you expect out of the experiment? That is the favorable outcome. And how many, outcomes may recur during that, experiment. How many outcomes? That is total number of outcomes. Could you understand? If you know these two things, number of favorable outcome divided by total number of possible outcome, the possible outcome and favorable outcome, these two terms, if you know the favorable outcome divided by possible outcome, will be the probability. I will take one example. A die is thrown. Find the probability of getting 3. Once you are throwing a die to play Ludo or to play, that old days, that Mahabharata or the Chessar game also. So you are throwing a die. So what is the probability of getting number 3? Favorable outcome is only 1, because die is having all the number. The possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. A dice is having all the 6 number. 1 on 1, it is written 1, another it is written 2, like this, all the 6. It's a cubical object, a cubical solid, isn't it? So it is having 6 number. All these numbers are the possible outcome. Could you understand? So number of total possible outcome is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Total possible outcome is 6. Number of favorable outcome. If you want, favorable outcome is 3 here. What is the chance of, what is the probability of getting 3? Number of favorable outcome is 1. The favorable outcome is 3, but number of favorable outcome will be 1. So probability will be number of favorable outcome divided by total number of possible outcomes. So 1 by 6 will be the probability. Probability always will be in proper fraction minded. It will be scaled from 0 to 1, as I said. Now second one, probability of getting positive integer less than 7. Positive integers are what? It starts from 0. 1. 0 is neither negative nor positive. Is it both negative or both positive, you can say. So we start from 1. So possibility of getting the positive integers, how much? Number how much? 6. And total outcome is also 6. Therefore, favorable outcome, number of favorable outcome divided by number of possible outcome will be 6 by 6 is equal to 1. That is your event. So that is what I was telling when I was giving you the conception on some of the important point. That time I said this is a 1. Now getting prime number, you are throwing a die and getting prime number. Out of this, how many favorable outcome there? What are the favorable outcome? 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number and 4 is a prime number. Total number of favorable outcome become how many? 1, 2 and 3. So total number of favorable outcome is equal to 3, that is 2, 3 and 5, and total possible outcome is 6. So 3 by 6 will be the answer. 3 by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 will be the answer. Do you understand me? So I hope you have understood. The conception on probability. You will solve some of the sums from your exercise, and definitely you will get the idea on probability.